Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
The action has already started.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack.
Shapes the shoots! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Conte.
Look at the space here.
Neymar.
Now it's Vieri.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, delightful ball.
It's a promising position.
Fires it in low. And it's Neymar.
Now that's a fine challenge.
First quarter of an hour gone.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Maldini.
And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper.
Sao Paulo
were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Conte. Now it's Neymar. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Owen. Serginho. That is Conte. Owen. Vieira. And it's Thuram. Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read...
There's the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Saliba. Kimmich. Now it's Vieri. Now he's got space here. Chips it through. Now it's Neymar. Drilled in low. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Costa Curta. That is Conte. And it's Owen. Baresi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that's a key interception. Vieira. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. From Khan. It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's pulled back. Neymar. It's a pretty loose pass. Thuram. Nicely spread. Goes down, but nothing given. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's certainly onside here. Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Conte. Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that. Kimmich. Nicely shaped ball. That has not gone well. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And here's Batistuta. Vieira. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Owen. Knocks it into... Oh, shooting chance! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Senhoras e senhores, atenção! O fumo só é permitido nas áreas indicadas no estádio.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Good ball, good take. Oh, important interception. No way through there. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And this is Del Piero. Looking to play him in.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Conte, a man never lacking in drive or determination. And it's Conte. Kante did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now it's Vieri. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cannavaro. To Maldini. Vieira. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Batistuta. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
That has been cut short. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Sao Paulo are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Del Piero ready to try one.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Del Piero! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Serginho does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Floated through, and that's a good ball. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Messi. That looks a good ball through. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Hoisted in. Oh, terrible chance! It's a goal! And surely now, the result beyond doubt. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Sao Paulo are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Well, that's a clever-looking ball. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Saliba. Now it's Vieri. Now it's Neymar. Now this could be a chance. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And we have our very first corner.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 10. Camisa 13. Neymar. Camisa 5. Deixando o campo para a
He's there to hit it!
Camisa 7.
Maldini gets good distance on it.
Camisa 16. Substituição
Rodri.
em andamento.
Scholes. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Iniesta. And it's Azar.
Tries to play it through.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
And no, he's seen through all of that.
Vieri.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
2 minutes to be added on.
Can he finish?
Costa. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle.
Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.
Atenção, proprietário do
Your final
Galo
thoughts,
Azul
Jim?
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
The action has already started. Now it's Batistuta.
Can he get it through? And he's picked out the run.
There's a no-nonsense tackle. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Serginho, Neymar, and he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proof positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9".
Could be danger here.
He's having a shot!
Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Owen. Vieira. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He is through here. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. He's had it taken off him. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Aims beyond the defence. Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Saliba. Now this could be a chance.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking. Owen, given the lift of his goal. Chooses to go back. Scholes with the slide tackle there. A probing pass. He can run onto that. He's got away. Del Piero. Played into space. No way through there. Thuram. Serginho tries making a foray down the right. That is Conte. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Vieri. Nice looking ball. That has not gone well. And that's a good ball. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he plays one through. It's Neymar! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Conte. Vieira, a player of legendary status. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Batistuta. Conte. Del Piero. And now the breakaway. Now it's Vieri. Del Piero. And the finish! And again the keeper stands strong.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
And it's Owen. And he's worked it through. He's had a shot! And it's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Sao Paulo are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And this is Neymar. He's Neymar! A Got to be quick to recover this.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
And that has left him in a heap. Batistuta. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Senhoras e senhores, vamos anunciar os números sorteados de hoje. Se tiverem bilhete, confira no telão. Substituição em campo. Camisa 13. Neymar.
That gets things going for the second half.
Do jogador,
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Now it's Del Piero. And it's Kimmich. Conte. Owen. Thuram. And Serginho, and it's Owen. Well, that pass isn't the best. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Baresi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Out of play for a goal kick. Cannavaro. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's picked his way through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Batistuta. Almost an hour gone.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Conte. And this is Torres. Scholes. Del Piero. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Thuram. That's Vieira. Cannavaro cuts it out. Owen. Kimmich. Oh, they could break here. That's an imaginative pass. Well, played right into his path. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 7.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Camisa 5. Deixando o campo
Cannavaro.
para a entrada de camisa 10. Camisa 20. Camisa 16.
And it's Snyder.
Substituição em
Oh,
andamento.
facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. Rodri. Kimmich.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Vieira.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Hazard knocks it out wide, played back in.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Kimmich has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm. He is therefore off. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range.
Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 6.
Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
There's a sharp little ball here. Threads one in. Mbappe.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Cannavaro. It's a pretty loose pass. Not the most accurate pass. Batistuta.
And a shot!
That's really well cleared. Sao Paulo have got it back and they'll have another go. Some resolute defending there.
And it's Snyder.
And this is Batistuta. Well read, nice interception. And that is a little undercooked.
Rodri.
It's a searching pass. That looks a cracking ball. And he's managed to get... And Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Schneider. Time added on will be...
And time is up. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to...
And Torres! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Fernando Torres really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Neymar proves just a little bit too strong. There's a quick free kick. And here's Neymar. That's tidy. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Cannavaro, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Neymar is flagged offside. And it's with the keeper. Serginho. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Maldini. That's Cannavaro. Early ball out from the back. Kimmich. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Driving forward. Closing in on goal. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Sao Paulo! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Sao Paulo have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Cleared without hesitation, and it's Kimmich. Kimmich, bout of passing here, and the shot! Sao Paulo were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Neymar, Scholes, Maldini spots it and intercepts. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against it. Great chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Now this could be a chance. Nicely worked. He's felt that, hasn't he? That's very neat. Neymar! Oh, there's a probing ball.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his...
It's Vieri! That had everyone off their seats.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Cannavaro. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's shifting through the gears here. Vieri! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Turan. Vieira.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Could move up a gear here. Floated through. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He has a look up. Vieri goes real chance! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
It's their second corner of the game. Scholes with the short one. Turns and goes, and he shoots! Now it's Torres. And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. Neymar plays it short. The chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. This possibly the last play of the half. They've played it short. Oh, strongly challenged there. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Khan. It's a good spell of possession, this. That has ended up in no man's land. And there's the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 19.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team.
It's a mighty effort! They've done it! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. He watched it all the way and the finish was unearned.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods...
Could be danger here! Costa Curta. Kimmich. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh no, what has happened here? Conte. Chance here to counter. Fernando Torres. That has been cut short. Sao Paulo looking to pass their way through. Picked out brilliantly. Sao Paulo are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Maldini gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Now it's Scholes. The shot at goal! And yes, it's there! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Sao Paulo really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Neymar. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that is a little undercooked. And this is Torres. Looking for options for movement. There's the shot! And he hits the net. Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Quality ball. Vieri, and that's been intercepted. And here's Batistuta. No joy this time. Scholes. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. That has not gone well. Torres. Scholes.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Kimmich driving forwards. Serginho. And it's Owen. There will be a throw-in.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 8. Camisa 13.
And it's come back to the keeper.
camisa 7. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 20. Camisa
Kimmich
14.
wins the duel this time.
Camisa 10. Teremos
Great ball, and he's in here. Can he finish? It's in! And the comeback is complete!
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
You just can't argue with the referee there, Peter. He spelt it out for him earlier.
Ambitious ball here.
Oh, that's clever.
Khan gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Well timed, excellent interception. Schneider, Mbappe concedes a free kick for that.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
Hazard.
Hazard charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Oh, sweet feet.
Foram indicados 4
And the
minutos de
referee's looking at his
acréscimo.
watch. We could be done here. It's a searching pass. And this is Messi. Schneider. Conte. Pass somewhat off target. Mbappe. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And no, that was never going to make it.
And time is up.
What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Now it's Vieri.
Cannavaro spots it and intercepts.
And he's intervened well there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Kimmich did just about enough to come out on top there.
Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Out towards the flank.
Well, Michael Owen is, of course, likely to be the key player here, Peter. The mere sniff of a chance and he's away.
Who's arguing phenomenal pace as well.
Well, his pace was...
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And so we have the first set. Neymar! Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish right from the top draw! And Sao Paulo score first. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Torres. Scholes.
Oh, look at the
Shot a goal! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better.
Torres! He scored! And the comeback is complete!
just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Backward it goes. Neymar.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here.
Bout of passing here.
And the shot! No mistake! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
So all square, and not for the first time.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Tries to play it through.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. He's through here.
It's a promising position.
Scholes with the cross.
Iniesta.
Neymar.
Oh, nicely intercepted.
Torres.
Iniesta. Serginho.
Can he get it through? That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
And he cuts out the supply. Neymar. Now it's Owen. And it's Serginho. Now it's Vieri. Crunching tackle. Owen. Vieri, who's set up one goal so far. Serginho. And here's Neymar. And this is Batistuta. Can he finish? He's delivered all right! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration,
It's goals! Neymar. And the referee brings the first half to a close. And we are up to the break.
well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Great. Goes for a shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Saliba. Passing is crisp and sharp. Passes short and sharp. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he's in on goal. He's had a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. And we have our very first corner.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 7, camisa 8, camisa 13, Neymar, camisa 19, deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 10, camisa 20, camisa 14, camisa 15.
That's pretty clear, it is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Del Piero looking to play it into the box. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Now it's Messi. Del Piero. Conte. And that is expertly dealt with. Neymar looking to add to his goal. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Sao Paulo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's having a shot! He scores! And there's the goal they've been looking for. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable.
that has resulted in Neymar! And it's Thuram. Looking for a run-up. Nicely worked. Owen proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Quality ball. Oh, nice one too, very nice. And they're quick to get it back. Now who's going to be first to this? Vieri.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Mbappe receives it in a wide position. And the finish! It's in! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Sao Paulo appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack.
Big chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substituição.
Sao Paulo can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Hazard plays it short. Oh, sweet feet. Baresi shows the will to win the ball.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Good ball, good take. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! Again, we are level. What a contest!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Cannavaro has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. Oh, super goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And again they hit the front. Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy. And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Sao Paulo take the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He is through here. And he shoots! Tries to pass it through.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Hazard. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Great vision. Delivers with whip. Looking to play him in. Oh, perfectly measured that. Mbappe. Now there's a... And Del Piero! Oh, denied brilliantly. That's that, the end. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Neymar, he is through here. And this is Owen. Oh, important interception.
Christian Vieri will be so important today, Peter. He's a player that can hurt you in so many different ways.
And what might they be?
Well, he's got the power to bully defenders, the ability to hold up the ball, but what impresses me most about him is the pace to run in behind. Sometimes you really can go route one with him and he'll just do the rest. The guy's a tank.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Out towards the flank. Baresi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter. Del Piero really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Chance, surely! It's there! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Sao Paulo finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, perfectly measured. Del Piero! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Owen. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Neymar is behind this one. A real chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament. Neymar! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Iniesta. No way through. And Owen! Oh, that is rather wayward. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Neymar. Vieira. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? A nice sequence of passes, this. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Kimmich.
This is the time you need that pace.
Serginho. Sao Paulo finding their passes. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's shapes to shoot! They've done it! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Conte. Vieri. Messi. Nicely weighted ball. And the through ball. He's cut it out. He can get that clear.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their...
Iniesta! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Iniesta is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And it's Neymar. And that has left him in a heap. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that's well seen too. Thuram. Yeah. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Neymar. Iniesta.
Oh, really well played.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And it's Neymar. Owen. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Messi. Good ball over the top. Caught offside that time. Costa Corta. And the half-time whistle goes. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And we are back on the way. And that's clear-cut. It's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Vieri aimed beyond the defence. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every...
It's Iniesta! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And the counter is on. Oh, what a ball!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a cute ball. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that's put paid to a promising move. And that is out of play.
he's been caught on it here. Oh, nice touch. Great ball, shot at goal! It's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
This has become one super...
Gets his head on it!
Goal! Sao Paulo! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
There's the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Thuram carries the ball down the right. Serginho.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Conte. Serginho, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Could move up a gear here. Played into space. Can he get onto this? Neymar gets into a good position. Great chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. And it's been taken short. Neymar. And this is Vieri.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Del Piero has been caught there, it's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. "75 minutes played. Saliba over to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, he's onto this. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Well read, nice interception. Baresi makes the interception. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Vieira has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. And he's had it nicked away. Serginho. And it's Iniesta. And it's Serginho. He won't be happy with that one. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encourage the...
Shoots! It's loose, and the keeper couldn't hold it. And that's off target. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. There's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear, and he's going for this.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Oh, easy pickings there. Looking for the run. Mbappe. Nice control. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him. If they're good enough to keep the ball at this stage, it should see them through.
Now it's Mbappe. Played into space out wide. Pieri. Scholes.
Tries to pass it through.
Schneider. Scholes does really well to win the ball there. Good running, strong and purposeful. And that is as far as it goes. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
So we're up and running. Now it's Del Piero.
Iniesta producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness.
Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Tries a shot!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Scholes really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner.
They've played it short.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Turan. Iniesta.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Take back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Conte. Now it's Vieri. Now it's Vieri. Now that looks a decent ball.
And this is Del Piero.
And Del Piero! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game.
And it's been taken short.
Decent chance! Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
Iniesta. There's a sharp little ball here.
It's a mighty effort! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
Neymar goes short.
And here's Neymar. Oh, that was vital. And now a sudden chance to counter. He has a look up. Great chance! Goal! Sao Paulo! And Sao Paulo score first. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Sao Paulo have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage.
He's one-on-one! Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Kimmich.
And here's the chance to counter. And it's Neymar.
Neymar really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because...
And the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's clear-cut, it's a free kick. Cannavaro. And it's Maldini. No, that pass isn't the best. Looking to play him in.
Such good technique.
Serginho. Serginho. Aims beyond the... Oh, they could be caught out here! Has a look up and drives it forward.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Tries to pass it through. Neymar looking to run onto it. Serginho, who's set up one goal so far. Serginho goes steaming forward. Great defending, strong and determined. Chance here to counter. He's on it, can he get away? He might be in here!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Corner number 3 coming up. Scholes with the short one. Chance, surely! Split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Scholes plays it short. Out for a throw. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. The second half then, just getting going. Owen looking to penetrate opposition lines. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Serginho has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Baresi tries to clear.
Knocks it into space.
That is ended up in no man's land. Thuram. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, we expected better, and so did he.
Sao Paulo looking to pass their way through. Kante powering forward here. Iniesta. Sao Paulo are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack. And
Can he finish? Serginho.
Owen.
Short changes him with that pass.
Scholes. Neymar. Conte.
Tries to play it through.
Just about up to the hour now.
Great vision.
Now it's Del Piero. Nicely.
And he shoots!
No mistake! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
what about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And the pass is intercepted. Vieri. Now there's a fine ball. Neymar. And Iniesta. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Del Piero.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Vieri.
Looking for options for movement.
Now the delivery.
Oh, smashing header! Scholes!
Well, now it's a race for the...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Cross into the box.
That has been knocked clear. Serginho. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Half an hour gone in the second half.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Thuram. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it.
Maldini. Del Piero demonstrating his defensive quality there. Can he get on the end of this?
Vieira. Neymar. Could move up a gear here.
Kimmich.
Now it's Neymar. Threads one in.
And he plays one through.
Del Piero gets flagged offside. Thuram.
Costa Curta.
And it's Thuram. That's Vieira. Iniesta. Owen.
That is a brilliant interception.
And he's there to get it away.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 7. Camisa 13.
Yeah, a true great in every sense of the word.
Camisa 21.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Looking for the...
Camisa
Good
10.
run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Batistuta deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Kimmich, pass somewhat off target. Can he get it through? Shot could be... Can he finish? He scores! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. That's that, the end. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Del Piero, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
The action has already started. Neymar. Owen! Pinged towards the front line. Vieira gets over and intercepts. Vieira gets across to intercept that.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
And a chance! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Sao Paulo are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Serginho passes short and sharp, and the shot! It's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that's put paid to a promising move. Eder Militao. And here's Del Piero. Now that's well seen too. That has not gone well. And here's Vieri. Scholes. This shot at goal! And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And it's Scholes. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Iniesta getting this one clear. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Maldini. Half an hour played now. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking for options for movement. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Cannavaro.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Great defending, strong and determined. Thuram puts his foot on the gas. Oh, that's well spotted. Vieri. Cannavaro makes the interception. And here's Owen. But it's Thuram looking to play him in. Brilliantly cut out. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Spread out to the left. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And here's Batistuta. Neymar. Del Piero.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Neymar. And it's lofted through here.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Teremos minuto
Neymar.
de acréscimo.
Batistuta. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Nice sequence of passes, this. Owen! Oh, well played, well played. There is the half-time whistle. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Here's the whistle then to start the second half. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Del Piero. Serginho. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And Del Piero! Neymar, and it's Iniesta. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Serginho. Owen, and the shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Sao Paulo get themselves into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Maldini calmly anticipates. Thuram. Iniesta. Now it's Del Piero. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty... Owen! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Neymar with the short one. Flings Batistuta!
Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Yeah, can they get him away?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now.
And Thiago! Whistle's gone, that's foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Probably be looking to play it square from here. Serginho. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Iniesta. A heavy challenge. Serginho. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Iniesta. Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Neymar. Well, that looks a decent ball. Threads one in. Look at the space. Great chance! And yes, it's there! It's level again! What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
He's a sharp little ball here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Goes long and straight. Costa Curta cuts it out. Aims beyond the defence. Conte. Now it's Vieri. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's clever. Tries a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And this is Vieri. Taken back almost at once. Takes a shot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 7.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Camisa 13.
Thuram.
Neymar.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. All hands on deck for this one. Schneider goes short, showing good feet.
Ball swung in.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's had a shot! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
5 minutes to add. Hazard. Sao Paulo looking to pass their way through. And he was alert to it. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And time is up. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Del Piero claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
And all that remains for me is to thank...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
We have already started here.
There's a sharp little ball here. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Iniesta. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now it's Neymar. Neymar gets flagged offside. He's played it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Scholes. Maldini gets over and intercepts. Now it's Batistuta. Can he get it through? And that pass just didn't quite work. Vieri looks to get on the end of this. Now it's Del Piero. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's there to belt it away. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Neymar. Scholes. And it's Del Piero. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a super give and go. It's Scholes! And we have our very first corner. Scholes plays it short. Neymar has got himself a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Well, plenty of early set pieces here. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Now it's Vieri. Neymar with the clearance. No goals as yet. Del Piero. Owen. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Batistuta. Owen. He could be in here. Oh, what has happened here? That'll be a corner. And it's been taken short. And it's Neymar. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Vieri. ball looks a good one. Owen. Looking for options for movement. Oh, what a climb! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Neymar goes short. Lovely feet. And this is Iniesta. He's having a shot! That's a half-decent try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Now it's Owen. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta. Batistuta! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket anthem! A finish right from the top draw. And Sao Paulo score first. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Sao Paulo have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Serginho. He won't be happy with that one. Well, that looks a decent ball.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Batistuta. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too...
And Del Piano! He scores! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Neymar is standing over this one.
And it's no surprise to see who's taking...
Neymar! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Cannavaro. And it's Iniesta. Sao Paulo couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Now, can they get him away? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Sao Paulo are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Scholes, looking for a runner. And no, that was never going to make it. Cannavaro. And he's managed to gift it back. Neymar. And it's Owen. Serginho. And he's managed to get free. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Neymar. Neymar going full tilt down the left. Conte. Scholes. Scholes! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Thuram. And it's Batistuta. And Iniesta. Now then, the ball's come loose. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. He's in a good position here. Owen shapes to shoot. Goal! Sao Paulo! And again they hit the front. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives. And
he's had a shot! It is a fantastic goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Oh, that is tidy. And Del Piero! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
And here's Del Piero. And here's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Sao Paulo can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's got the beating of his man. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no... And he's had a hit! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
And he's picked it up out wide. Nice bit of trickery. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Pass somewhat off target. Iniesta. Might be dangerous.
And a chance!
Yes! And they are cruising away.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Neymar. And that's it.
Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
And all that remains for me is to thank